Hey, y'all, and welcome to day number 50 of the third annual WSOP Daily Spaces coverage in the longest running poker space. I'm Sherry Pluskota, aka Peaches, and I'll be your host today. My co host will be. Hold on, you guys. Okay. Um, my co host will be in and out today, and that's not a problem. Many thanks to my sponsor, Elevator Results. If you need a tailor made workout plan, to help you lose weight or gain weight, Elevator Results can design that plan. Follow them on Twitter or check out their site at elevatorresultspt.com. You can find the recordings of all my past spaces on my YouTube channel at Sherry Pluskota 9212. Please like and subscribe. It is free of charge. There's over 250 spaces and interviews you can listen to on that channel. So enjoy. And I'm trying to get Isaac up here. Hopefully it's going to work. Hey, Exec Deck Bathwater for buy-ins. Welcome this morning. Please be reminded that we will always try to give the most updated and accurate information, but we do make mistakes and information changes a lot in the poker world. So please make sure to double check any information we provide to ensure that yourself the best experience possible. And if you find out we made a mistake, please let us know so we can correct that information for everybody. Hey, Isaac, welcome.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning. Oh, you sound a lot better today.
Yeah, I pretty much forced myself to get as much rest as possible.
That's a good thing.
Oh yeah, I was pretty drained. I'm still not all the way there, but I'm a lot better than I was last couple days.
Yeah, you definitely sound better. So glad to hear it, friend. Glad to hear it. Oh, Vegas can take its toll on you, that's for sure.
Definitely, especially those last few days. And I think what really does it is that you're trying to do so much because you have little time left.
Yes.
Yeah,
And we kind of forget sometimes that, hey, this isn't our last time to come to Vegas. So, we will be back and those things will still be there.
for the most part, yes, absolutely. Yes,
We do put that pressure on ourselves that, oh my God, I only have 2 more days left. Oh my God, tomorrow I'm leaving. And it's really unfair to yourself because you're getting so worn out, you can't even enjoy it.
nah, exactly, exactly. And then there's the thing about like I don't know. Me personally, I'm not a really a get wasted type of person.
Right.
Like I'm way too chill now. I think the days of me wanting to see myself turn into a
You are cutting out, Isaac.
oh here, give me a sec. I know why.
Okay. Hey, Ryan Rob. Hey, SG. Good morning and welcome. We cannot hear you, Isaac. We cannot hear you. We cannot hear you, my friend. You are in the distance. In the distance. While he's trying to figure that out, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the Orleans schedule for today because they have a new schedule out on Tuesdays at
Am I good
11.
now? Am I
Oh,
good
go
now?
ahead. You are.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah. AirPods suck.
Yeah, you can't use AirPods on Spaces.
Yeah, for
What I
sure.
tell people, like when I'm going to do an interview, I just tell them have your charging cord and your telephone, nothing else. No microphones, earplugs, headsets, nothing. Just your cord and your phone, and you will be good to go. And Wi-Fi, of course, um, is the best way to go for sure. I was just getting started with the Orleans schedule for today because they have a new schedule out at 11:05 on Tuesdays. Is going to be their $100 Super Stack Tournament, 25K in chips, 20-minute levels, 5K guarantee, and at 4:05 p.m. at Orleans is $150 TORSC tournament, 25K starting stack, 20-minute blinds. Again, that's triple draw, deuce to seven, Omaha 8, Raz stud, and stud 8. That's a 5K guarantee. And at 6:05 today at the Orleans is a $150 no limit monster stack 30K and starting stack 20 to 30-minute blind levels, which means they're going to get longer as the time goes on in that tournament. That is a 10K guarantee over at the Orleans. At South Point today, 10:10 a.m. is a no limit $120 buy-in, 10K guarantee. At 2:10 p.m. is a $120 buy-in, Omaha 8 or better, 3K guarantee. At 6:10 p.m. is a $180 no limit bounty. The bounties are $50. That's a 10K guarantee. And the 10:10 p.m. tournament is a $120 buy-in turbo bounty, 2K guarantee. That's what's going on at South Point today. You have any schedules, Isaac, you'd like to go over?
Yeah. Just let me. I'm grabbing them right now, actually.
Sure, no worries. Over at the Venetian today is day 3 of their main event. For some reason, when I cut and pasted these schedules these last 2 or 3 days, the Venetians, I kind of cut off the time for the main event day 3. I have no idea what time it starts, but at 1700 hours and 55, day 1A of their no limit tournament is a $1,600 buy in, $750,000 guarantee. At 1,740 hours, their PLO tournament starts, $1,100 buy in, $100,000 guarantee. And at 20 hours and 25 minutes, satellite into their 1K. It says 1K6. I don't know what that means, but it is a $200 buy in, 5 seats guaranteed. And over at the WSOP is at 10 a.m. The closer, Flight 1B, $1,500 buy-in. Main event final table is going to start at 1:30. We'll get into that a little bit more later. And at 1400 hours is their no limit 8 max tournament. 5K buy-in starts at 2 o'clock at the WSOP. Go ahead, Isaac.
Yeah, sure. Here, let me see. Okay, we got the Westgate has their 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. $45 buy-in no limit hold'em tournaments. They have their 7 p.m. $65 buy-in no limit hold'em tournament, and their 9 p.m. and it was 60, but now I believe it is 70 for their no limit hold'em tournament. Additionally, they host their 3 p.m. Lazy Pineapple tournament with a $45 buy-in. And let's see. And again, shout out to South Point for adding Crazy Pineapple. I,
Heck yeah.
yeah, I saw their announcement yesterday, man. And see, here's the thing: you hear this New Orleans schedule, these new South Point schedules, and you're like, man, if I just stayed another week, right?
You wouldn't have lived through another week. You were
Probably
on
not.
death's
Probably
door.
not. Probably not. Bury me at the table, damn it. Anyway.
Again, you could always go back for more.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm already plotting. Sadly.
I love it. Okay,
Right.
I also wanted to mention day 2 of the high roller starts at 1 p.m. today. That's the high roller horse. That's day 2. And then the final day of the event number 96, the 3K PLO 6-handed. Final day today at 1 p.m. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Over at Planet Hollywood, they have their 4 daily tournaments. They start at 10 a.m. Then they have 2 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. Each tournament has a $100 buy-in and offers a starting stack of 20K chips. Moving over to Red Rock. Red Rock has their daily no limit hold'em tournament at 10:35 a.m. and the buy-ins do vary by day. Monday through Thursday, there's a $125 buy-in, and Friday to Sunday, there's a $150 buy-in. Each tournament offers a starting stack of 25K chips. Over at Caesars, Caesars has their 10 a.m. $120 buy-in, their 2 p.m. $160 buy-in, their 6 p.m. $120 buy-in, and finally their 9 p.m. $160 buy-in. Now each one of these has a $50 add-on, and the starting stack varies between 15 to 20K. The levels are 20 minutes long, and the guarantee varies between 1 to 2K. Over at Resorts World, they have their 1205 uh, $200 no limit, 25K starting stack, 30-minute levels, 3K guarantee. And then they have their 705 $200 no limit, 25K starting stack, 30-minute levels, and 3K guarantee. Finally, over at Mandalay Bay, they have their $60 no limit. It starts both at 1 p.m. and at 8 p.m. They have both a 10K starting stack, both have 15-minute levels, and no guarantee to those. And according to a good friend of mine, it's a very soft field. A very soft
Oh,
field.
over at the Mandalay Bay. And I'm a little salty. We didn't get over to Red Rocks. That is going to go to the priority list in
Well,
December,
funny enough, right? Like while we were out there, Reep's wife had shown up for a couple of days with their son,
right?
and we went to Red Rock, but we went to actual Red Rock, right? And I've never done the thing where you pay to go through the extra driving seat or
Oh,
anything.
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah. Oh,
awesome.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, especially if you like running out of breath, um, heave, heaving on your way back up a goddamn hill. Now, luckily, me and Reap, we were tired of shit already because I think we had just come from South Point, so I'm literally like in the back seat with max AC on, just like, oh yeah, yeah, y'all go ahead. You know,
You are so funny.
the hell with that.
I love going there to hike, and I've taken some great photos of
Oh
um
yeah,
some of the animals there. What are they called with the bighorn? Are they bighorn sheep, bighorn elk? I don't know what they are.
I
With
think
those
it's the bighorn sheep, and then there's the turtles. I was hoping to find a turtle because I was gonna take him and put him in the trunk.
No, I leave the
Yeah, because
turtles
he would have become the
alone.
GVG turtle. We would have put a little
No,
visor on him. I'm messing with you.
no, let's not advocate for that, okay?
No, no, no. Of course not. I would never. But honestly though, I
Oh,
really was looking forward to seeing a desert turtle. That didn't happen. But I did get off at one of the stops and saw how deep the canyon goes.
yeah, it's
And
amazing.
oh, it's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. Now, is it beautiful to be doing in 108 like degree heat? No, no, no. But when I go back in December for WPT, for sure, that looks like that can be done as long as I have an oxygen tank in my bag.
Well, and plenty of water and Gatorade and snacks, some protein. Don't just head out the trail, folks. Be prepared.
Be super prepared. That's
Be
real.
prepared.
Yes,
We
yes.
hiked the Grand Canyon many years ago,
That
and
sounds amazing.
it was the best experience of my life, and I hope I get to do that one more time before I leave this earth because um, we hiked down on day one, and the mule pack took our like luggage down, so we only had day packs with water and drinks and food and whatever. And believe it or not, at that time, my twins were only 4 years old, and my oldest was 8, going on 9 when we did this. But we trained for 6 months before that trip and never had to carry a kid, never had a crying kid. It was the most amazing trip of my life. We go down the first day. We get down, we went on the southwest rim, which is Havasu Indian reservation land. And you hike down, and down there they have a little town. It has a restaurant, a store, a post office, and it's the only post office that the stamp that they give you on your letter, it's the only mule train in the United States still in existence. So your mail is stamped with a mule train stamp, and they have a fire department and a hotel. Now, this was many, many, like 30 years ago. Okay. So I'm sure it's changed a little now, but not much. And at the time, we got to the hotel, and what we do is you pack down in a cooler stuff that's frozen. So by the time it gets down there, it's ready for you to barbecue on their grills. So we had steaks, and I had pre made some potatoes and some other stuff. And so we started to cook, and my daughter just went into the room and passed out because, of course, we'd been hiking down for like, I think it took us 4 or 5 hours to get down. And we got locked out of the room, and we are literally, she is on the bed, the first bed by the windows, and we all know what that looks like in a hotel room. So maybe 6 feet from the window, and we are knocking on the window, and this chick is sleeping through it all. We could not get her to wake up to to open the door. And finally somebody said, hey, next time someone else that's staying here comes by, let's ask them to try their key. And so sure enough, here comes this couple a short time later. We're like, hey, we're locked out and we can't. And by this time we had like went to the front office. It was closed. There was a sign on the door that said, if you need us, go down the path like a mile where the house on the left. And we're like, we're not doing all that. Eventually she's going to wake up, right? So anyway, this couple comes because they're coming. I don't know. They're going to do something, but they leave their room, and so as they're passing us, we're like, "Hey, we're locked out. Would you mind if we tried your key just for shits and giggles?" They're like, "No," and sure enough, their key opened our door. So I still till today think that that hotel had all of the keys the exact same for every room. I promise you, I feel like that's what they did. But I'm going to tell you the most amazing experience. And when you're down in that canyon, because there's absolutely zero light pollution, when you're down in that canyon and it is pitch black 10, 11 o'clock at night, you will never see so many stars in the sky as when you're in the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Like it was flipping amazing. Even my words do not describe that nightly sky of stars. Like it was phenomenal, and shooting stars, and like it was just the best. The next day, I'm sorry I got off into a tangent, but I want everybody to hear it. The next day we got up and hiked over to the Havasu waterfalls, which if you didn't know it, you would think you were in a tropics somewhere because it's 100-foot waterfalls, crystal blue water, and it's spilling over through these small pools of water and trickling, it's just beautiful. So we swam there all day and picnicked and then hiked back. And then the next day we hiked out of the canyon. Best experience of my life. I highly recommend it. Look it up on the Havasu Indian Reservation site. Pretty sure they're probably booked up because they only allow so many passes per day, hiking passes per day. They're probably booked already for the next 2 years. But anyway, definitely recommend it. I hope I get to do it again in my life, but I have to get in better shape or I'll just be buzzer food. Anyway, sorry I got off on a tangent, but happy memories to share for sure. All right, you guys. Just I want to get the word out. Today is day 3 at the Venetian of the 5K WPT Championship. There are 51 left going into today out of 1,153. A female by the name of Ming Ling Lin is our chip leader. She has 2.9 million in her stack. And Del Mario Toledo, yeah, I'll spit it out eventually, has 2.8 million in his stack. And so that's a very close race, isn't it? First prize is a little over 800,000 plus a $10,400 seat into the WPT championship in December. Some other notables in that field are Kristen Foxen, Kathy Liebert, and Nikki Palma. Just as a side note, because I think it's Matt trolling, the action clocks today are 20 seconds pre-flop and 30 seconds post-flop. Just for anybody that was wondering, A, if they had action clocks, and B, what kind of time is given for those folks. So there you go. Day 3 of the WPT Championship over at the Venetian. Don't forget, I'll be in Malta, so come play with me in Malta. I'm hosting an event on October 31st. So bring your Halloween costume and join me in Malta. Uh, I I can't tell you how honored I was when Yvonne asked me if I would host an event. It's quite an honor, and I take all of you with me because I think all of these things that are happening for us, like the Malta poker package we were able to give away, or the 2 nights at the Bellagio we were giving away, or um, the Malta Poker Festival inviting me to do this event, poker.org, allowing me to use their studio. That's for all of us. It's not just for me, it's for all of us. And, I hope that you all feel that way too. And I appreciate y'all listening and supporting what I do for sure. I want to get this information out because I also think it's important. There's some new rules surrounding cashing poker chips out at casinos that are taking place and starting this week. Some new policies. So Caesars and MGM properties will only cash out poker chips from their properties, ending any pre-existing arrangements for accepting chips from other gambling parlors. So just note you can only cash in the chips from their properties at their casinos. That the win is going to move to the same policy, and their effective date was not available at the time I researched this. The Venetian and Palazzo policy change takes effect tomorrow, Wednesday, and via a Venetian spokesman said the following: this policy change is another measure in our commitment to anti money laundering compliance. So I thought that was an interesting statement and kind of shed some light on why they're doing it. So again, those policies are changing this week for some. Some I don't know, like the Win, I don't know when they're going to implement it at their properties. So just so you know, before you leave a casino, cash out your chips at that casino for that casino. So just so you know. All right. Let me welcome ASG. How are you, pal?
Doing okay.
Awesome. You have anything you'd like to bring up?
Um, nah, pretty slow day since it's the off day before the final table today. So not much going on yesterday.
Right. The excitement is building for today for sure. Before we get into that, one other announcement. Don't know if anybody saw this besides me, but Maverick Gaming, Eric Pearson's, has his company has filed Chapter 11 in the state of Texas, and four of their locations are going to be closing. I think all four of the locations are in Washington State, but I could be mistaken about that. So we shall see what the outcome of that Chapter 11 is going to be for that gaming company. Also, Isaac, if you want to go ahead and do the casino history, you can go right ahead, buddy.
Sorry, just had to unmute real quick. Okay, let's see. Let's get started with. I said we are going to do a couple of the ones on Fremont. So let's get started with the Four Queens. Okay, since opening in 1966, Four Queens has built its reputation on solid customer service and generous comps, something most strip casinos long forgot. Named after the owner's four daughters, the property leaned into classic Vegas charm early and never let go. It never tried to be the biggest, just the most loyal to its player base. It's always been a go to for downtown poker and blackjack grinders. The Four Queens doesn't have a hotel resort fee, still offers cashback rewards, and hosts solid poker promotions with better than average value. In a city that reinvents itself every decade, the Queens have never felt the need. Things you might not know: the Four Queens has never closed its doors. Not for renovations, not for fires, not even during ownership changes. It's one of the few casinos in Vegas that can say that, and during the filming of Diamonds Are Forever, camera crews used its rooftop for downtown skyline shots. That's pretty interesting. Also, they have the smallest craps table I've ever seen in my life.
I'm going
Yeah,
to,
I've never seen a mini craps table until I walked in there, and Exec Deck and Matt got at it, and we have some pretty fun photos of that that
oh,
should be coming out at some point.
I love it.
Uh,
I
All
love
right,
the
let me.
fact that he named it after his four daughters, his four queens.
Really though, and another thing, I mean, I don't know if they still have the poker. I'm pretty sure they probably do, but when we walked in there, it seems like the table games were the main thing. Some of the Fremont casinos are kind of confusing because it feels like you go into a room after a room
Yes.
after a room,
Right.
right? And definitely there's that vibe at the Four Queens. Also, I want to give a shout out. There was this dealer there, right? She was this Asian lady. Her name was Tower, okay? And she gave me the most Scotty vibes I have ever gotten from anybody.
Oh.
If she would have just said baby, it would have been lit. But yo, she was really about it. She was throwing them damn things. It was super cool.
Awesome.
She gave us a good time there, so that was super dope.
That's very cool.
Okay, let's move on to the plaza, where the strip ends and Fremont begins. Built in 1971 on the site of the original Union Pacific train station, the plaza was once the place to stay downtown. It was futuristic, flashy, and boasted the biggest hotel tower in Las Vegas when it opened. For a while, it felt like the strip had come to Fremont. The train station aesthetic never fully left. It's still baked into the bones of the building and remains one of the largest hotel casino footprints in downtown. In recent years, the plaza has made a resurgence with major renovations, a rooftop pool with pickleball courts, and the inclusion of Oscar's Steakhouse, named after former mob connected Vegas Mayor Oscar Goodman. Its location at the foot of Fremont Street makes it the first or last stop for many Fremont wanderers. Things you might not know: Back to the Future Part 2 used the plaza's architecture as the model for Biff Tannen's casino in the alternate 1985 timeline. Also, until 1997, trains still ran behind the casino, the last link to Vegas rail routes. That was pretty cool because I did not know about the Biff Tannen things. I'm an
That's
avid
awesome.
Back to the Future watcher, so that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
It's
Now
also
let's
how OJ got his jail time.
say what? Say what?
That's the
Hotel.
plaza is where OJ got he did the robbery that actually got him jail time.
Really? I thought it was Palace Station, not the Plaza.
Oh my. Okay, I'll double check, but
Yeah, I'm not sure, but funny enough, you say that ASG. Every time I go to Vegas with friends, and they don't know this, and we're like going past the Sahara, I always say, "Oh yeah, there's Palace Station. That's where OJ fucked up." Yo, that now I want to
oh,
fact check that
you're
shit.
right. It was Palace. I must be thinking of a different place then, because I thought when you said back there, because I thought that was the plaza. Now I'm confused of which properties were.
I know it was one of the stations. I have a feeling it was probably the Plaza. I mean the Palace Station because that's the one that's like right by the strip. But yeah,
Yeah,
funny enough though, right? I mean they do kind of sound the same.
yeah.
Oh my God, that's too funny. All right, is that it for casino history?
No, no, no. Here's the one that I've actually wanted to
Okay,
do
cool.
for some time. The Mint, right? The Mint, Tower of Legends, Ghosts and Binions. The Mint opened in 1957 and was instantly recognizable thanks to its sleek pink signage and a 26-story tower that once dominated the Fremont skyline. It was Vegas modernism at its finest: chrome, neon, and speed. The casino had some of the highest slots and best lounge acts of its day. By the 1960s, it was featured in countless films, including the classic Viva Las Vegas. But poker players, they remember the Mint as one of the original stops for road gamblers looking to make a name. The Mint merged with Binion's in 1988, and today that iconic tower is part of the Binion's Hotel, but it hasn't reopened in decades. The spirit of the Mint is still felt in the signage, architecture, and echoes of a time when Fremont felt like the future. Things you may not know: Hunter S. Thompson stayed at the Mint while writing Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. In fact, much of the book's early chaos takes place either inside the Mint or imagined through its kaleidoscope lights. The Mint's Tower was also once the tallest building in Nevada. And as a big Hunter Thompson fan, this last time we went to Fremont, I actually was kind of like trying to connect the dots right there because you can tell that there's a merging of those two properties. And then in the very back of Binion's, that driveway that exists, which was probably where like, high rollers used to come in through
Right.
or whatnot, I know that I've seen that used for sure. It was either in Fear and Loathing or in Casino. But yeah, it sucks to walk through like Binions and Binions not be like
The
really
place.
kept up.
Yeah, the place.
It really does because you walk through stuff and you're like, damn, it happened here,
Yeah, but I'm gonna
right?
tell you, you have to also wonder how many more years does it is it gonna exist? Like,
I feel like that about a lot
yeah,
of
like
Fremont.
how many more years is it gonna be before there's don't say, okay, this property is too valuable to, stay stuck in the past.
Serious. No, seriously. Because I mean, they have already done what the Fitzgerald became the D,
Right,
I believe,
right,
right? And then they've definitely worked to modernize that as much as they can. The Circa is a very nice, very modern property.
right.
I do wonder if at some point they just say to hell with it and start renovating them all. But I mean, just for what it's worth, walking down those halls, smelling those smells, because let me tell you, them smells are deep.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, just knowing everything that happened there, it's like I really do hope they do something better with that place.
Yeah, and I think we all do, just the history of it all. You hate to see it go away, but you also are realistic at the bottom line. Like what's their bottom line looking like? And it'll be
True,
interesting.
definitely true. I mean, there's a lot of things there in Fremont that I'm sure eventually they're gonna just say to hell with it and make some changes, especially on the Las Vegas Boulevard side. I feel like the fact that it ends there and goes into the Arts District, and the Arts District has done a real dope job
Yep.
of like revamping itself. I feel like it's due, it's coming, but we'll see.
Right. Okay. I want to is that it for your history? Is that
Yes,
okay?
yes, for
Perfect.
today, yes,
Thank you
definitely.
so much for that. I want to go touch on a couple of things. One, we talked about the yesterday. We talked about the main event numbers, and I didn't have them in front of me. You guys know I hate to talk about numbers when I don't have them in front of me because I talk about so many different numbers that I just can't remember them all. I just can't. And of course, we made some mistakes yesterday. So I'm just going to give out the corrected numbers. The main event in 2023 had 10,043. In 2024, 10,012. And in 2025, 9,735 entries. So just want to make sure we get that corrected information out there. I also want to talk about the main cages at the WSOP are going to close on July 17th at 12 p.m. until next year. So any unclaimed payouts, well, first of all, go ahead and get your money, get your payouts before noon on the 17th, or any unclaimed payouts will have to be claimed by appointment only at the Paris main cage Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, by appointment only. And how do you get that appointment? And Fats, get your pencil and paper ready because this is the email that you should be writing to. The email that you would schedule an appointment to get an unclaimed payout is WSOP FAQ, frequently asked questions. WSOP FAQ at Caesars.com. Also, your safety deposit box was supposed to be emptied by 5 p.m. yesterday. If you didn't make that happen, they're going to drill it and you're going to lose your deposit on your safety deposit box. Now, if you got something in there, you want to go get it, folks, because I'm sure that would be a pain in the neck to try to make a claim for stuff you left in there. So I wouldn't let the grass green grow under my feet on that one. Um, yeah, I wanted to just remind everybody about that cage closing and going to get their payouts. All right, go ahead, Fats. Welcome.
Hey, Sherry. From what you just said about the safe deposit boxes, if they have to drill your box, anything you have in there will be it'll be photographed, it'll be secured. You'll always get that back. You just won't get your deposit fee to cover the drilling.
Right,
Um,
right.
the and as far as the mistakes on that you make, because you talk about so many things, one of them wouldn't happen to be we really had the other grinder, right?
I wish. So I wish I would.
Can't you just make a good mistake for once?
Listen, I hate to break it to you, but we've slipped down to like 165th place. I was about to cry when I saw that this morning. It's so disappointing to have been having such a great summer watching that team, and we just keep slipping further and further behind. And it's really amazing when you click on the teams that are in like the five, like top five, and you look at the people they picked. I don't even know some of the names, and I'm like, I don't even know this person, and they have more points than my Robert Mizuraki on my team. So it's pretty incredible how some of these teams picked certain people, and you're like, wow, like that's impressive that they knew to pick those people. Like I've never even heard of them. But yeah, it's been fun sweat for sure. I also want to make mention in Tunica on Saturday, there's a ladies event at 2 p.m. It's a $200 buy-in, and that's part of the Gulf Coast crew. And that is 2 p.m. on Saturday in Tunica at the Horseshoe. So anybody able to get there, please do. They run um, a great tournament for sure. All right, Fats, tell us who you got coming on Thursday night. We'll let you get your plug in.
Well, we're going to do our second episode. We were kind of all over the place, just kind of freewheeling it when we talked last week. And this week we'll kind of do a short recap at the beginning, and we're going to start focusing on some of the people that were in our original core group with the Philly guys that we started with, and in particular, we're going right to one of the more famous ones that came out of that group, a guy named James Batista, aka the Sheep, and he was the guy that eventually had the NBA referee in his hooks, and was using, getting the games, betting the NBA referee games that caused a big scandal in the NBA. And we're going to tell all about that and a lot of the things that were never said and the inside information as to how that whole
Awesome.
thing got.
Speaking of officials, what's going on with Brittany Griner? Is she getting banned from the WNBA for like fixing the games, or what's going on with that? Do you know?
I know nothing about that. That's first I'm hearing of
I
anything. I
saw
don't.
something either on TikTok or Twitter yesterday, and I'm going to be honest with you. When I first saw it, I was like, "Okay, is this AI created and bullshit, or is this for real?" Because I hadn't seen it anywhere else. But it was something like the commissioner of the WNBA made an announcement that she was like being banned from the league because of um, official fixing or something. I don't even know what you call it. But anyway,
Well,
um,
usually if there's something with fixing of games, somehow I'll catch wind of that. So I haven't heard anything of that. And if you're going to be fixing games, WNBA is not the market you want to be getting involved in because it's too small. You can't get down enough to make it worth your while.
well, we
So
definitely aren't
I'd
going to
be
be
a little
promoting.
skeptical of that till I
We're not.
saw what they actually have.
We're definitely not going to be promoting that, but we're just going to say that it was probably some AI created nonsense from a content creator, and that's that. So we're going to check that off of our list of things to talk about. But do want to talk about Max Pain Monday. Did anybody watch that besides me? I guess just me. Uh,
I discussed it after the fact on Players Space last night with a few people, but didn't see it.
Yeah, I watched it for a while, but of course, I've been an HCL Fowler for a few years. So, um, it they're content creators, right? And they got to play with some poker players. And I'm going to be honest with you, um, the two did not mesh well. Um, because the content creators were trying to create content. So they were talking about themselves like content creators do. and trying to promote themselves and bring the attention to themselves. And, we're at a poker game. And so the poker players want to play poker. And, you know, it was it was probably a combination of people I probably wouldn't do again. All great players, as far as, they want to have fun and so forth. But honestly, it should have just been maybe a whole table of sports bettors so that they were all sort of on an even playing field instead of having these, crusher poker players and these guys that literally this is the second time they've played those stakes, and they're newbies and they're not poker players, they're there to make content. And so and I honestly I went to sleep, so I don't even know who cashed out the most or whatever. That's why I was going to ask if anybody knew that.
Oh, I would. I like what your idea. Make it all sports bettors,
Right.
but I would just tweak it one little bit. I would go all sports bettors and Alan Kessler.
They would drive him crazy, or maybe he would drive them crazy. I don't know. But anyway, it was just an uneven playing field. Um, and I don't know. It was just too obvious that it was. Um, I don't know. I just would not have that mixture again, I guess is my point. And, I watched it for a couple of hours at least. Um, so anyway, anybody knows who won or did well, just DM me. I would love to know the results of that.
I thought I saw the standings, and it seemed like all the sports people were at the bottom of the list, and everybody else was at the top of the
Well, at
list.
one point, Elf was up ahead the most at the table, and I went to sleep, so I don't have any clue after that what happened.
I believe he ended up only winning 1,000.
Okay, so he still ended up. Good for him. Good for him. And Brett was getting his ass kicked. I don't know if he recovered or not. Last time I saw he'd won a big hand. He ended up, pardon me, hitting trip tens. I think. I think it was trip tens.
They were talking about one of them. I think it was Brett. It was either Brett or Elf. One of them had hit a full house and was last to act and checked.
Oh, I didn't see
So
that hand. Bless his little heart. Oh, no money, no value in that game plan. All right, you guys, let's move on to the main event at the WSOP. Of course, we're down to the final 9, which is exciting. It starts out, restart is at 1:30 Pacific time today, which is 3:30 Eastern time for those that are curious. John Wozniak is your chip leader with 108 million. The grinder has 93 million, which of course is a miracle after how he started the day the other day, getting down to an all in and actually winning that all in and doubling up was quite exciting. So to see him at 93 million, I would have to say is a miracle. Braxton Dunaway's in third position with his chip stack of 91 million. Kenny Halliard, which was a chip leader for like 2 days in a row, has 80 million. I still like him as a favorite. I feel like he's so even keeled at the table, and he has been so lucky. It'll be interesting to see if the luck stays with him. And then, of course, Leo Marget is in fifth position with 53 million, and Luka Bovic has 51 million. Adam Hendricks has 48 million. I think it's Dae Hong Lee has 34 million, and James Minghini has 23 million. And so
do you know what the blinds are to start?
I do not. If somebody wants to look that up on the app, we would appreciate it. There's 92 million in that prize pool. And of course, again, there were 9,735 runners. First place is going to get 10 million. Right now, they're all millionaires. They've all made it to the $1 million mark. So Who's your favorite, people? Who's your favorite? Go ahead, Isaac. Who's your favorite? Or who's your pick? Uh-oh. Isaac may be on a call. Fats, who's your pick or your favorite?
I'd like to see Heads Up, the Grinder, and Leo.
Oh, nice. I like that. I like it. It would be amazing if Leo got to heads up. And of course, we're all, we as in the women of the poker world are rooting for the female to win it, to break that glass ceiling, so to speak. Um, but I can't say she's my favorite.
What
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, what I like about the Grinder is he just always got a smile on his face, and he always looks like he's just having fun. And you gotta, with all the stress that goes along with the game at the level he plays, it's just amazing how he's always just seems like he's having a good time no matter what
Right.
happens.
And he's been in this position before, right? He's been, he just won a bracelet. And I would have to say those that have been, Kenny Halliard finished sixth place the last time we had a November 9. He was part of that November 9. And, so he's been on a final table of the main event before. So I think that matters too. I think that gives them a little edge as far as nerves are concerned and keeping calm and whatever it takes, right? ASG, how about you? Do you have a favorite?
Like who I want to
Yeah.
win, or I mean, I guess Leo. I don't know. I don't really care. I don't really uh, know any of these people, so
All right.
yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. If anybody in our audience wants to come up and tell us their favorite, we'll be happy to entertain your opinion for sure. Um, I just think that Grinder just has the momentum going in for today. And like Fats said, he's just having fun. So he's almost a calming factor, I think, in this big spot. Um, I would have to say he's a favorite for sure. Of course, Leo, um, Kenny. I really think that Kenny has a really good chance of winning this thing just because he's had the luck. The luck continues. I feel like when you get to a final table, the person with the luck is usually going to be the one winning it. Uh, you just got to get to that final table and see if you're the one that gets the luck. But I can't wait. Honestly, I'm pumped up. Isaac, are you back with us? Poor Isaac's probably lost in technology land. Nothing more frustrating. Well, we'll get.
Does anybody
Go ahead.
does anybody remember the Jamie Gold year when they televised the main event live
Yeah.
but without the hole cards?
Uh, I don't remember them not having the hole cards.
They televised it without. I mean, they were still recording them for the TV Ultimate TV broadcast, but they were televising it without the hole cards. So the announcers really had to. You only got to see the cards if there was a showdown and they were turned over, and the announcers were always had to speculate live though, not knowing that
Right.
they were speculating, not knowing the cards. So it made for an interesting. I always thought that was fun watching it that way,
Well,
and then when they finally telecast it with it, then you got to see how you did.
and you have to wonder if um, after that main event, if the delay of broadcast was born.
Oh no, they had it previously in previous years done it that way. They just tried it that way. The one year was my recollection anyway, and I kind of thought it was pretty cool.
Okay.
But I guess people didn't like it. I guess.
I don't remember that. I can't speak to it. I have no clue. Very interesting though. Honestly, I like seeing the whole cards. because it gives me time to think about what the player might be thinking about or considering. So it's helping me to work on my game.
Hey, and all you tech guys out there that are trolls, nobody go out and clip the little part of the sentence where Sherry said, "I have no clue," and start playing that.
Oh, Lord.
That would be mean.
Why do you have to do that, Fats? It's not funny. It's not funny. And then you just pretend like your hands are clean. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at event number 90 at the WSOP is the Lucky Sevens tournament. And the lucky winner of $777,777 is, ready for this? Road to 1 Mil. Their screen name took first place, and Yu Lin took second for 330K. Event number 94 was the 10K No Limit six-handed tournament. Had 546 entries. There are 4 going into today. And your chip leader is Sam Silverall, has 22 million. Daniel, I think it's Palu. Vincent has 5.8 million. Isaac Kempton has 3.9 million. And our underdog is Clemens Ryder, has 1 million. So good luck to those final 4 in that event number 94. Event number 95 is the $800 No Limit tournament. Had 2,851 entries going into Monday. There were 162 remaining. And our winner is Mario Belfagen. Took home 252,000, and Andrew On took home second place and 168,000. Event number 96, the 3K PLO six-handed tournament. 21 out of the 1,088 are going into today. The chip leader is Brad A, has 4.7 million. Joshua Landis has 4 million. And some notables are Jeremy Osmus and Chino Ream. So good luck to those folks. Event number 97, Flight 1A of the $1,500 closer, had 1,793 entries yesterday. Event number 98, the 25K High Roller Horse with an H tournament, had 121 entries, 77 continue on to today. And the registration's still open, so the numbers are not there yet. Our chip leader, Yuri Zivalinsky, I believe, has 642,000. Paul Vlope has 621,000. Some notables still in it to win it: Brunson, Hennigan, Lannis, and Katz. Event 81, the main event, of course, we already went over. So that's a look at what was going on yesterday, people.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sherry, on the 777, first place was 777,777.
Yes.
Was that the first place prize guaranteed, regardless of how many people played in the tournament?
I think the guarantee is different than that. The guarantee is the prize pool, not the first place prize. So, if somebody can pull that up on the app, we would appreciate it.
I thought you said first place won 777,777.
They did, but that's the first place is different than the prize pool. The guarantee is the size of the prize pool. They're guaranteeing the prize pool, not first place. They're guaranteeing a prize pool worth such amount of dollars.
Well, okay, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that's not a coincidence that first place paid 777,777.
Well, the tournament's name is Lucky Sevens, and you buy it
Right.
for $777, right? And so, and I'm trying to pull it up as we speak. Hopefully, I'm not going to kick us out of this space. Um, and let's see if they have a guarantee listed on.
Well, that's all because of all that. That's why I'm saying that had to be predetermined. That didn't just accidentally come out that way.
Well, but Yes, they are saying that that's going to be number one prize, but that's not the guarantee of the tournament. That's not the guarantee of the prize pool. Let me look. I'm looking here. And of course, on the new app, you can't see what the guarantee is now that the event is over. So there you go. I don't know what the guarantee was. You know what? What day did that start? I'll have to get back to you because I'll have to pull out my printed version of the WSOP tournament schedule because I did print one out and that will show me.
Outside of online events, I don't recall any bracelet events having guarantees.
Was there? Do you remember how many people roughly were in that?
There are 8,012.
In the 777?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess my question would be, if there was like 12,000, first place still would have paid 77777. But if there was only 5,000, it still would have paid 77777.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But that's not the prize pool guarantee. And there's a difference.
No, there may not have been a guarantee. I'm just saying that came off the top of the prize pool, and then the rest of the prize pool got distributed based on the number of players.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I was asking.
Yep. Yepper. You got it. And I'm trying to find my printed WSOP schedule, which is probably still in my carry-on bag. But anyway, I will look that up for you when I find that schedule, Fats. Because I did print it out.
Well, no, you answered my question.
I know, but now I'm curious.
All right. So you're going to answer your question.
Now I'm curious if there was a guarantee. You guys bring up questions. You make me curious now. Come on. What can I say? You guys know I'm a curious mind. Curious mind. Okay, you guys, let's go around the horn. Anybody have anything they want to bring up, comment about? Any stories we may have not touched on that you want to touch on? Now's the time, people. Michael, if you go onto my Twitter account, you will see I listed everybody's players for our final table sweat. Your player is listed there and next to your name. So just look on my Twitter account. It's only a couple of tweets down. And you can find out who your sweat is today. All right, I'm going to go around the horn to see if anybody has anything they'd like to bring up. Isaac, are you back with us, Isaac? Poor Isaac. He's probably desperately trying to get back in here. It's so annoying.
There he is.
Are you there, buddy? Can
The
anybody?
speaker open.
Isaac.
Oh, he's muted again.
I don't know. He may be working, and I hate to put you on the spot, but I don't want you to think yeah, he just declined, so he must be having tech issues. Whose phone is that? Fats? All right, Isaac,
How
are
about
you
now?
there?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm like, Isaac, are you there?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm co-hosting, and it's like if I don't turn my mic on for a bit, sometimes it loses connection.
It's so stupid. Honestly, it's so annoying. Anything you'd like to bring up or comment on?
Oh, nothing. Just good luck today if you're playing. Good luck to all our sweats. And GVG restarts phase 2 today. That reminds me, I got to call Karen, and I got to get with Ruben. Besides that, everybody have a great one.
Well, good luck with phase 2. That's
Wow, I
exciting.
said phase 2. I'm really out of it.
Oh,
Phase
wait.
4. Phase 4.
Did you
Phase
say
4.
or did I might have made it up. Good luck with phase 4.
There we go.
because I'm reading notes, so I may have seen 2 on my page and said 2 instead of 4. So I could be just as much to blame as you are. So no worries. Good luck with phase 4, Green Visor Gang, for sure. You guys, thanks for joining me today. ASG, do you have anything you'd like to bring up or chat about?
Sure. So I don't know if he looked this up himself, but I saw a tweet of the final table. 4 are from day 1B, 2 are from day 1C, 2 are from day 1A, 1 is from day 1D, none are from day 2.
Oh, interesting.
In case you were curious, yeah. So yeah, they mostly came from days 1A, B, C. None came from day 2 this year. Also, Nick Jones slash Poker Fuse has an article of where to like the different ways to pay for and see the final table if you wish. Apparently, you can VPN from Turkey, and at least right now the YouTube price is listed at around $3 American. But so yeah, check that article out. It's kind of interesting.
And I'm glad you brought that up because it kind of got in my how do you say, my panties kind of got in a wad this morning and last night. I'm just going to say it like that, like we say it here in the South. Um, there are people on Twitter complaining about the main event final table being behind a paywall. A couple of things come to my mind. First of all, I, as a Poker Go, one of their first customers, um, and by the way, I canceled them one time and told them I canceled them because back in the day, um, you never could get on it. Like you just couldn't even watch the coverage. It was so bad. And so I messaged them and said, look, I'm canceling because I can never get on to watch anything. And of course, they got that all figured out and I resubscribed. Um, and as a person that is paying for their subscription for years now, I get miffed at the fact that they do it free on YouTube. Why should I keep paying if I can get it free on YouTube? Um, and now, of course, I was a little miffed at the way they treated the whole Will thing and, using him for clicks and then clutching their pearls and even thought about canceling them because of that type of content manipulation in my eyes. But there are people on Twitter complaining about a paywall. And a majority of those complaining about that paywall have YouTube channels, Twitch channels, whatever, that garner for clicks so they can make money. And they're complaining about people doing the same thing. Poker Go needs to pay their bills. They have to pay their crews. They're in it to make money too. So if you can have your Twitch channel or YouTube channel and get paid, why can't they? Like a bunch of hypocrites? Anyway, I'm off my soapbox. Go ahead, Isaac.
We still haven't gotten you a Poker Go NFT.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna hit Brian up, and we're gonna get you one. Because if any of you, this goes for anybody here, if you have not gotten the Poker Go NFT, it is the best kept secret. Because if you have the NFT, you have a lifetime subscription to Poker Go streaming.
Thank you. Appreciate you. It just is frustrating to me. Like, you can't be complaining that these people are making money by having a paywall when you're doing the same thing. Like, fuck off with your bullshit. Go ahead, Fats.
Wait, who has a paywall besides Poker Go?
I'm saying people that are trying to get paid from Twitch or Twitter for their content are complaining that Poker Go has a paywall.
Right, but they don't have content on there that you need to sub to see, right?
Some do.
Okay, I guess I haven't seen those people complain.
Fats, I'm trying to get you up here, buddy. I don't know what's going on. Let's try it again, Fats. Are you there, Fats?
I'm back now.
Okay.
Every time I kept trying to come in, I was getting like a delayed feed in the current feed. So, but now I just closed the app and came back in. So I'm back. I had to, I got a call finally. I got to make one more call after we're done here. And it looks like I'm finally going to get to schedule the PET scan. So
Oh, good.
that's good news.
Good.
And was this the closing round of
It is. So if you have something you'd like to bring up or comment about, now's the time.
anybody? I'll be putting out a tweet later today at some point. Anybody that is thinking about entering the circuit contest, either the Survivor or the Millions, my friend Vegas Horse Pools um, will be. He runs a proxy service, and if you use his service, you'd also get a $50 credit off of your SpankCod subscription if you subscribe to that. So that'll I'll be putting that out there later.
Okay,
And,
perfect.
oh,
Perfect, perfect. And honestly, I was thinking about doing that sweat, but I've got so much going on this fall and winter. I just don't think I could keep up with it. So maybe next year people will put a team together and do a circus sweat together. A team spaces circus sweat or something. Go ahead, ASG.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna also say this might be the last year of Poker Go and WSOP, so keep that in mind when because those NFT things might crash.
Right on, because Poker Go's contract is up. I don't know when it ends exactly, but we know that this time next year, Gigi is in charge of all of that. So it'll be interesting to see how all of that plays out for sure.
So they haven't officially renegotiated, right?
Correct. And I don't think they're going to, honestly.
Should be
Yeah,
interesting.
just from some of the remarks I've
Yeah,
heard from, the one that,
GG does own HCL's production company, so they might just take it all in house.
wait, Gigi owns what?
GG bought HCL's
Oh,
production
yeah, yeah,
company.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. It just kind of cut out. So I needed to hear what you said again.
Yeah, High Stakes Productions.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
own that
Yep.
now. Or sorry, they own half of it now, or whatever. Nick Vertucci's piece.
Right. Right on. Right on. It's going to be interesting to see how all of this unfolds in the next few years. I'm thinking about doing since tomorrow is um the last, event number 100 starts tomorrow. The last bracelet event of the summer. So I'm thinking about on Thursday if we do trivia. What do you guys think?
Super with it.
Okay. So, I need you to do questions. Do you have a topic you'd like to do questions and just 6 questions? Anybody?
I could do casinos. Um, yeah, I could think of a couple of things actually.
All right. I would love for you to do casinos, but while you've been doing stuff, I've been making notes and questions already over the last month. So, is there a different topic you'd like to do?
Let's see. What else could we do? We could do, I guess. Damn, I have to probably think about it for a little bit. But I'm whatever I can help out with. I will.
How about some music?
Music. Yeah, I could do some music trivia.
I mean, we got to have something besides poker, too. So, what do you think about music?
Oh, I could do music.
Okay. ASG, do you want to do some category? He may be.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him work out. I can think of something.
Okay, let me know. Fats, would you like to do a category?
Was this Thursday? Your noon Thursday?
Yes.
Let's. How many questions you need?
Six.
How many?
6.
6 questions. I guess
Yes.
I could probably come up with 6 sports trivia questions.
Oh, I like it. Like it.
Any particular sport you'd like me to
Nope.
focus on?
Nope. I'll leave that up to you. Just don't make them too hard, so that even maybe some of the non-sports people can guess, take educated guesses. Maybe a couple of easy and a couple hard, kind of thing.
All right, I'll remind me Thursday morning in case I forget. I'll be able to put it together.
Because I have nothing else to do but remind you, and I'll be
That's
happy to
right,
do so.
Jerry. That's right, buddy.
Okay, if anybody else in the audience would like to contribute some questions, uh, just DM me. You're more than welcome. I don't care if you're one of my co hosts or just a listener or just passing through. If you want to be part of the uh, panel and ask questions or send me questions to ask on your behalf, I'll be happy to. We just do it for funsies. And, most of the time, Isaac's cheating by Googling the questions while we're asking them, and it's okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We know better.
But actually, that's not true. We're doing it for funsies. She's given us a free trip to Malta.
Not, but I wish I could. I wish I could give everybody a free trip to Malta.
Hey, maybe we bring in the lady, and then she hears us doing this trivia and she's
Actually,
like,
you know what I'd like to get a free trip to?
What?
I'd like to go to this Korean poker tournament that
Oh.
Kessler's flying to. I want to watch Kessler sit there in Korea playing mixed games, trying to berate
Well,
in the poker game.
I guarantee you, they're going to be not about that. I guarantee you, those tournament directors are not going to be about that.
And I also want to get video of him. He thinks he's got a perfectly good Italian restaurant he's going to be able to eat at. And I want to get a picture of his egg noodles and ketchup.
Oh, God. Gross. Gross. Egg noodles and ketchup. Could you think of anything worse? Well, yeah. Beans and
That's a reference to
gross.
the end of the movie Goodfellas, I think, when Ray Liotta's in witness protection. He's complaining about you order out for Italian and you get egg noodles and ketchup.
Well, and I
So
think the only thing I can think of that's worse than that is beans on toast, but that's so gross.
yeah, we know who's responsible for that.
Yep, that's why they lost the war. But anyway, we're going to move right along.
yo.
That's why they lost the war.
Oh, I couldn't help myself. What can I say?
That's pretty bold there for you, Sherry.
Yep,
Pretty bold statement.
love it, don't you?
I do. It's good. Anybody else could have gotten kicked off the panel for saying that.
No, don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous. All right, you guys. Anything else? Going once, going twice.
Just a special shout out to Tacos El Gordo. We miss you. We'll be there soon.
I'm going to say that, and to our favorite Japanese restaurant. I can't wait until October until I can come back and have more of your
Oh
rice.
man, let me tell you, we didn't do that. So that's one that Mac did not get to try.
Oh, shame, shame. Oh my God. That's
So
a
he's gonna have
sin.
to come back in December if he wants to taste of that. Because I know for damn sure Exec Deck and Reaper are ready.
I am. The best Japanese. The best Japanese. And anybody that's there in December, or if I'm there in October, just hit me up and say, hey, I want to go to Japanese with you guys, and I'll make sure you have a seat. Come one, come all.
I knew a guy that uh, a Japanese family. Their last name was Anora, and they opened up a Japanese restaurant, and their son ended up taking it over, and their son's name was Sai, so they always used to refer to it as Sayonara.
Oh my God.
That's it.
Ba-dum-bum.
That's what you get for not having closed this down yet.
Well, okay. Now, what did he just say about getting booted for what? Okay. Later, Fatsy. I'm just yanking your chain by taking you off the panel. Uh, Thanks again, you guys. Appreciate you joining us. Don't forget, Fats is going to have a Thursday night space with Chunky. If you missed it last week, don't miss it this week. And I appreciate all of you tuning in. And have a great day. If you're on the felt, good luck. If not, get out and touch that grass. Appreciate all of you. Bye.